Hello guys! This time I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm going to have a cosplay PvP. So here's my cosplay. I'm cosplaying this hollow warrior. I got the red tier stone and blue tier stone rings, battle axe and short sword. I'm not going to go with the broken straight sword. I'm not that OP. I got the fire bombs in there and yeah. It's pretty challenging cosplay, 16 poise, 1400 HP and all that chasel, so yeah, fun times ahead. Okay, in this video I'm also going to discuss some new Dark Souls 2 info that has come out in past few days. So if you are allergic to spoilers or something like that, please just mute the commentary or something, but yeah, I'm going to discuss those things also on this video. Okay, so I'm going to discuss those things, but I'm also going to comment on the PvP that's going on the screen. So yeah, here I'm fighting actually a guy named Kiraya Shiro, aka Cursed Panda. Shout out to Cursed Panda. He has also started streaming quite recently, so I'm going to link his twitch.tv streaming channel on the comment section, so check him out if you want to see some more Dark Souls PvP streamers. So yeah, that's about that. Let me get to the Dark Souls 2 commentary here. So pretty... how would I say this? A pretty much interesting info has been leaked, so to speak, of the Dark Souls 2. I'm just gonna have to go with it and say that the most interesting thing was the 4 ring slots. 4. Fucking 4. Think about how much this actually affects the PvP scene. If the rings are in as big part of PvP as they are in Dark Souls 1. That means huge things for the build variety and things like that, so I'm more than happy for 4 ring slots. And look, there is a saving grace red tier parry. But yeah, just think about it for a second. I don't think we are going to see too much of a 2 builds quite the same, at least in a few first months of the Dark Souls 2 PvP. It's going to be a lot of variety because of the 4 ring slots, a lot more things for PvP community to figure out if they're trying to figure out what's the so-called try-hard meta that people are going to use in tournaments and things like that. So it's going to be fun times ahead. Really excited for that. Okay, I'm on the footage here. I'm fighting someone. I think he's cosplaying the, what's it called, the Demon Souls guy, the Fat Official or something like that. At least it looks like one. Also, the title of this video is going to be Juutas Goes Hollow. And that doesn't only mean the cosplay, it also means my playstyle. Because as you can see, this build is very unviable. It's very horrible build. It dies in like 2 hits if I get backstabbed, so yeah. So I'm going to use some pretty brutal backstabbing tactics in my disposal here, just to survive, basically. It's got a dirty play I do here, but hey, man's gonna survive. Okay, this is Kiraya Shiro again. Actually, I did watch these footages when I put the video together, and I must say that I fuck up so many things, like not necessarily on the combat department, mostly on the toggling department. Like, why am I such a lazy toggler these days? Like, I fuck up so many toggles, sorry my language, but I just well, you see when you watch the video, there's going to be a lot of my just mistakes that are so dumb, so dumb. Also, none of this commentary is really planned. I just wanted to do some commentary since on my last channel update, one thing that was shown a green light by the viewers was that I should do more commentaries, and hey, the Dark Souls 2 hype is eating my very soul, so I just, hey, let's discuss about it. Yeah, talking about Dark Souls 2, what else? I think the feature that you can reset your soul level and your skill levels, I think that is great. That means that I can experiment a lot with the first build, the very first build that I'm going to do, even though I'm a complete noob in the game then and don't know anything about it. I can still reset the stats when I kinda know more about the combat shenanigans, so that's a great thing. I don't have to make a separate build all over again. Even though I'm going to make a shit ton of different builds. It's going to be awesome. Also, I hear the character creation is has had a pretty good overhaul, so we can actually make some pretty cool characters this time without suffering in the character screen for hours and hours and still ended up disappointed about the results. So yeah, I just want my curly mustache. I want my curly mustache. That's all I need. Curly mustache and a gentlemanly hair. And of course, I'm going to make a banana build. Oh yeah, by the way, this build that I'm using for this cosplay, it's not, as you might have noticed, it's not actually. It's not made for this cosplay, so there is some attunement, some intelligence on this build that I don't really benefit of in any way. But I just wanted to make this. This was kind of a fun challenge, really, and I really like to challenge myself at times, and like go with the most freaking unviable setups I can think of. Well, of course, you could make this setup even more unviable and just go hardcore and go like mid-roll and broken straight sword, but I don't think like we gotta draw the line somewhere. I couldn't win with that setup. I just go about and say, actually, wait a minute, I have the battle axe on these sides, so maybe it could be possible. Well, anyways, I have the short sword here, so I think you can forgive me the kind of a cosplay flaw there, just to make the build a little bit more viable. It's still it's still freaking horrible. I just some opponents just kill me on 2 hits and like it's crazy. But hey, you can always learn something a little bit more when you play with these more challenging setups, hey? Okay, something more about Dark Souls 2. There is pretty interesting few things that you probably, every one of you who is still watching the video, have actually listened and watched some Soulbrand guys comment on the Dark Souls 2 footage. So there is a pretty interesting fact that they weren't able to level up even once in the first hour. That's pretty interesting to me, because when you compare it to Dark Souls, the first Dark Souls, you are able to level up pretty much in the first hour. Actually, the first few levels are very easy to get. By the way, this is Kelkatorn. A shout out to Kelkatorn, using the TWOP in the very beginning. Also, I must mention that I know the cutting, the clipping on this video, I cut the fights really, like, I got all the fat out. I cut out all the bows in the beginning, and you died and things like that. Phantom was vanquished. Things, so I could fit all these fights in. There was one fight I didn't include that I recorded because the fight was so long, it took so much time. But hey, I won that fight, so I'm not trying to take off my losses. I'm not one of those YouTubers that only just upload the footage where they do something super flashy and oh my god, and make them themselves seem like they never make any mistakes. I just upload everything, and no matter what fuck ups I make, I just want it to end up on the video. I wanna seem as mortal as I am. And I sure make some mistakes in this video, mostly on the toggling bots, but yeah. Just a few words about this setup. There is actually a few parts where the blue tier stone ring actually saves me, which is interesting because I have like always considered blue tier stone like completely useless ring, and it kinda is. There is a lot more rings that you should pick over it, but there are a few instances in this video where it actually saves me the blue tier stone extra defense. So, and as you can see on the footage here, the red tier stone actually wins me a couple of fights, which is not a surprise. The red tier stone is like a it's so freaking powerful, it's not even funny. Well, it's pretty funny at times, but still. It saves me a few times with the red tier and blue tier combination. Blue tier saves me from the last bit of backstab damage I take, and then the red tier just gives me the insane damage boost. Okay, what else on the Dark Souls 2? Yeah, there was the Catch a Deer class that sounds really awesome. I think that was the one that has the monocle. How cool is that, like monocle? I want that monocle. I want the curly mustache and I want the monocle. Give me that now. Only those black powder weapons and I would be like giddy as a schoolgirl. And also the idea that you actually have more items in the beginning of the game would be very useful instead of stats. So, what do you think about it, guys? I want to know your take on this. How you think about the 4 ring slots? How you think about, what do you think about the starting classes? I heard that most of the classes are just completely overhauled. That was actually surprising to me, because we have seen so many screenshots of the old armor sets from Dark Souls 1, and suddenly like it's confirmed that the Bandit has completely new armor sets. Tai, the dreaded Gone, he used the Bandit, and Ouroboros said that it was freaking badass looking, but it was nothing like the Bandit armor from Dark Souls 1, so go figure. I still hope they have added the Dark Souls 1 starting class armor sets in the game, because you know, there are pretty cool armor sets. As you might know, my favorite headpiece in the game is the Brigand Hood female version, so I would be heartbroken if I wouldn't actually be able to use the the Brigand Hood on the Dark Souls 2. But yeah, so far the armor sets we have seen have been very badass. I like the armor design a lot. Only thing that doesn't really look that good, into my eyes, of the footage we have seen is the... look at this. I make the classic mistake there. I underestimated that giant dad. I was thinking he would swing 3 times. And I went for a parry and got backstabbed. So rookie mistake. No one freaking swings 3 times anymore. Such a freaking scrub I am. Okay, yeah, the only thing on the Dark Souls 2 that's actually worrying me is the freaking ugly textures on the level design. Like, Jesus Christ, those textures look so bad. I mean, yeah, Dark Souls 1 doesn't have that impressive textures, but I don't know. You guys have seen the footage with the so-called evil Sunbro, where there is this very bright green area where you fight this kind of crossbreed of Artorias and Solaire. That area seems like super flat and super low quality texture work in there. It's just like, it really really looks freaking bad. But on the other hand, there are some areas that look really stunning, like the one we had a peek on in the first gameplay reveal in the IGN video like months and months and months ago. That area looks badass, and indoor areas especially look really good. I think they had more thought on the indoor areas this time than the outdoor areas. I don't think it's going to like be a big deal to me in the end, but hey, I guess if I have to say something that's bothering me about the footage we see, that's the one thing. The textures are really, really bad looking. But hey, here's to hoping that on the PC there are some talented modders in the community that can like give us some hope on the better textures and things like that. So hey, not all hope is lost. Not all hope is lost. What else? Let me think. Oh yeah, the Emerald Herald thing is pretty interesting too. Just thinking about that if she is indeed the only way to level up in Dark Souls 2, it's going to make challenge runs pretty easy for you to make yourself. Because you can just kill her in the beginning, no leveling up anymore. No leveling up, and then I heard there is also item where you can curse yourself, kinda, or Gravelord curse yourself. And just, oh boy, I think the challenge runs are going to be amazing on Dark Souls 2. Like, challenge runners are going to have a lot of fun things, if it is as good as it sounds. Also, I'm kind of disappointed on the you guys have heard that the resistance stat is actually gone now, and it's kind of implemented with the agility. That to my ears kind of makes very little sense, to be honest. I don't know. It just I really liked that they actually made res useful, and they made the armor sets to actually scale with resistance. I think it was a great system. Like, why not? Tanks would be so much more viable. I don't know. I think it was a very good system that the armors scale with resistance and give you some kind of a damage threshold, as it was. I think it was designed to be in Dark Souls 1, but somehow it got like hugely fucked up. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? I really like the res as an idea, but I guess we have to do without. And agility just seems like a stat that's kind of a, not to say OP, because like, hey, with vitality and things like that are as OP as well, but and as important, but it kind of just seems that if you don't have agility, you have a hard time with Dark Souls 2. But it's so hard to say when there is no testing that have been done really. There is some testing that Peeve did, but it was on the network test, and all the information about the network test is kinda, yeah, because a lot of things have changed actually. Can't wait to see the new menus. People are saying that the menus are pretty clear, pretty great. So also the covenants seem awesome. Like thinking that this time the dark rates actually rank. It's not like the Book of the Guilty where the invaded person has to like indict you or indict, how do you want to pronounce it. Yeah, I kind of like the kind of friendly competition spirit is nice. If you would have asked me what I think about the leaderboards like a year ago, I would say, oh, they just ruined the freaking PvP scene and everyone is going try hard. But hey, we are still going, we are going try hard with or without the goddamn leaderboard. So hey, it's just a friendly competition spirit a little bit more. And I hope it the ranking is implemented well, and the whole that you can get wanted from the quote-unquote police covenant or the so-called justified killer hunters like the Dark Moons were, right? Oh my god, it went so bad. Like, why do all the Dark Moons have to be so scrubby in this game? I think the Blue Sentinels are going to be the new Dark Moon Blades. Hey, look at these guys. It's never over until it's over. I thought I had that one, but hey, 2 hit killed. 2 hit killed there. So yeah, I'm kinda like, oh yeah, the music you are hearing on the background is actually made by my friend. His artist name is Kasvihuone. You can check his stuff at soundcloud.com/Kasvihuone. All the tracks are actually completely free to download, so check him out. He makes some awesome tunes. He makes some electronic music and this kind of symphonic music, which is great also. So yeah, check him out and show him some love. So yeah, about the channel, I've been so lazy. I've been so freaking lazy. There's so many. Oh, look at that! A completely intentional backstab escape I did there. I've been so lazy with the videos. So sorry, guys. Like, there has been so many review videos I wanted to do, but yeah, kinda got delayed. I'm sorry. I have been very lazy. I've just been freaking drowned by the Dark Souls 2 hype. It's seriously eating my very soul, and I cannot focus on anything else. So yeah, hey, by the way, this is Cam Camlos, one of my Twitch viewers and personality here on YouTube. So shout out to Camlos. I think this is the second last fight actually. So yeah, closing words. I'm trying to put out all those videos that I have talked about. Some weird lucky moment there. I try to put out all those videos I have talked about, but no promises this time. I try. I just try. Promise to try at least. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to make some commentary video. Really, that's the gist of it. I make some super stupid mistakes soon here, guys. It's hilarious. Just look at this. Okay, 1 hit. Look at that. And then wait for it. I took the firebomb and throw it behind me and get backstabbed. Oh, that was hilarious. Okay, this is the last fight, and this is actually Nakato. And respect to Nakato here, actually, he strips down, he notices that, hey, this guy is not actually rolling like super viable build, so I just strip down and have fun with him. So hey, massive respect for that. Okay guys, please share your own views on the Dark Souls 2 new reveals and 4 rings shenanigans and things like that. And hey, see you on the future videos. Ciao.